Hey, Shalom Akim. This is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsburg, Pennsylvania. Come with another lesson, quick lesson through the Spirit. Lord, one is be edifying to the Lord's elect. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Vakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, all right? Like I said, real quick, you know what I'm saying? I literally just did a I literally just did a video, you know what I'm saying, dealing with you know, the divide, you know what I'm saying, the political divide that's going on in America right now, all right, regarding MAGA. You know what I'm saying? These MAGAs out here just they're you know, they catching hell, man. You know what I'm saying? As we said that they was going to finally start to come at each other's throats. You know what I'm saying? Come at each other's throats, man, because they see that this, you know, this dude Trump is he's all out for the you know, for the very deep state, you know what I'm saying, that they say that he was supposed to be against, you know what I'm saying? All right? And this only leads to one point, you know what I'm saying, which is prophecy. All right? As a matter of fact, let me get this real quick in the book of Revelation. All right, this is Revelation chapter 19. All right. Revelation 19 and 10. It reads, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy." Okay? Okay, this only leads to prophecy, man. And the prophets have told you, you know what I'm saying, that there was going to be another civil war in this country. And people called our apostles, all right, our leaders, crazy. They called them nuts. You know what I'm saying? Psychos. All right? Conspiracy nuts. But here we are. You know what I'm saying? We can clearly see this. Right? You know, they just had these elections and whatnot. Salakia. Trying to get my words together. Just came back from the gym. I'm kind of exhausted, but you know, the video that I showed in my last lesson a couple hours ago, you know, the woman Natalie Morris, right? She said, God damn, what'd she say? She said that, trying to remember. Damn, I'm trying to remember. My mind is drawing a blank. But pretty much, you know what I'm saying, in a nutshell, that, you know, nobody trusts this government anymore, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what she said. Okay. She said that none of the Republicans had won their elections, you know what I'm saying? All of them lost their races to the Democrats and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Which, if you've been following us long enough, you should know by now that there is no such thing as the left or the right, you know what I'm saying? Both sides play for the same crew that pull the strings, you know what I'm saying? And that would be these Amalekites, all right? These so-called JOOs, all right? And so, yeah, it's gonna cause a clash, you know what I'm saying? It's all gonna cause a clash real soon. So, without further ado, you know what I'm saying, enough rambling. I said this was gonna be quick, so let's just get right into it. Bear with me. Oh, shit. Salakia. Salakia for that. Had to fix the audio.
All right, guys. So here we go. It begins. Mom Donnie takes NYC, and he's not only openly threatening Trump to go to war with Trump, but he's threatening traditional American values. And they're going on and on about, the city that Trump's from, NYC, that is now taken over by the far left, and that civil war is just around the corner for sure. Tons of people fleeing NYC, going all over the country, just getting out of NYC. And we've got places like Texas warning about straight up embargoes, like against NYC. This is civil war. This is splitting us down the middle, turning state against state. There's no other way around it. We saw a little bit of this before with California and Texas, but no doubt Texas taking the move here against not only NYC, but it's going to be anybody that follows with the same move. Now, you've seen Trump go and do whatever he wanted in terms of these National Guard troops, and they made these new teams, these new strike teams, 500 in every state. They can be snapped up and they can be used for whatever he wants at a moment's notice. So NYC has not seen an influx of troops yet. They've yet to send the National Guard or make a big move like they did with Chicago, like they did with Southern California, like they did in DC. We haven't seen it yet in NYC. But we're about to. We're about to. And a lot of this from here on out is obviously going to coincide with other events that are going to pop off. As soon as they start these strikes from Venezuela all the way up through Mexico to our border, it's going to change everything. Everything's changing rapidly. But with this win and this basic call for war against Americans, traditional American values, let's see where this goes from here, but it sure looks to me like here it goes. They're pushing it full scale. You're going to see more states jump on board following Texas going against NYC here. And this is it. This is the setup that they've always wanted, to run state against state and to get their civil war one way or another. So that's some of the latest. It goes a lot deeper. Join me for the live streams where I talk about this in greater detail.
Yeah. And as you can see clearly, like he said, this is a setup. This is a setup. And if you think for 5 minutes that both of these sides are not playing by the same script, then you're an asshole. You're a dumbass. You see what I'm saying? If you can't see that both sides are reading from the same script, you're stupid. You see what I'm saying? You're stupid. All right? Because the way that this is playing out, okay, the way that it's happening, the timing of it, all right, it's interesting because if you remember the movie called The First Purge, okay, it lets you know that the beginning of the whole series, the beginning of the whole thing, all right, it began where? It began in NYC, all right? It began in New York, okay? And where was it focused on? It was focused in Jake neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? In neighborhoods that was predominantly so-called Negroes, all right, and Hispanics, okay? And it started as what? It started as a project. It started as an experiment, if you will. Okay? And when things weren't going the way that they planned, they brought in agent provocateurs. They brought in, militias to stir up the riots, to stir up the chaos, to get this thing rolling and to cause the bloodshed, man. All right, it's coming. It's coming. And to think that it's happening this fast, that lets you know that we're at the end, see? We are definitely at the end, man. The way that this is moving so quickly, like it hasn't even been a year yet since this sucker got into office, man. Okay? So just like our apostles say, we counting down the months at this point. We count down the months. This is not going to be no 20 years like Nate said, you know what I'm saying? Possibly 20 years or possibly, anywhere between now and 1,000 years like Alazar. That's why the Lord kicked his ass out of this thing, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why the Lord took him out. Took him out as truth, man. Okay? Sent him right back into the world, and he about to be judged on a high scale, man. So-called chief priest Alazar, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is not going to take years. You know what I'm saying? People are already losing their jobs. People are already losing everything that they have. They're losing their homes. They're losing their cars. You know what I'm saying? The concentration camp, the shall I say, the detention centers, you know what I'm saying, are already in place. All right, the detention centers are already in place, man. And they're snatching up these people that are homeless and throwing them up in there. So what happens when all these people have lost their homes because they weren't able to get a job? You know what I'm saying? They weren't able to pay their bills because they weren't given their back pay for not being paid by the government. You see what I'm saying? It's all happening all at once. This ain't gonna take years, man. This is months down the line, man. They talking about digital currency and all that. It's here. All right, this thing is here. They're not slowing down. They're picking up speed. You know what I'm saying? They're picking up speed. So let's get this in Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." All right? It's going to be civil war. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be massive bloodshed, man. You know what I'm saying? All right? Evils and only evils, man. Chaos and more chaos. So that's it, man. I didn't want to make this too long, you know what I'm saying? Salakia for the rambling for a little bit, but it is what it is. But I had to bring that quick little update, man, because like I said, I just did a video on this, all right, with Redacted, you know what I'm saying? The maggers are against each other because they're like, yo, Trump is not coming through on anything that he promised. All right? Nothing that they promised, because you got one set of maggers. One set of these maggers, they literally thought that he was going to fix the economy. They literally thought that he was going to fix the economy and make things better for them. Okay? That has not happened. On the other side, you got these maggers who literally just wanted to see niggas put in alligator Alcatraz. They just wanted to see niggas being deported. They just wanted to see niggas get hit upside the head, you know what I'm saying, by police. That's what they wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? All right? So in their minds, Trump is doing a phenomenal job. He's doing a fantastic job, you know what I'm saying? Fuck if I lose my job. Fuck if I lose my if I lose my ability to feed my kids, you know what I'm saying? Just so long as Jake is catching hell, man. You know, that's how this is going, man. And both sides are opposing each other. Okay, and they're like you're a turncoat because you don't support Trump no more. Okay? Families are being broken up because of this. The scriptures tell you plainly that friends shall fight against one another like enemies, man. Friends shall fight one against another like enemies. Friends. Doesn't say enemies are going to fight against each other like enemies. It says friends. Friends. You see what I'm saying? Jokers who are not opposed to each other. They was on the same boat, they were in the same boat, if you will. All right? It's coming to the wire, man. It's coming to the wire. All right? So I'm going to cut that there. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh, Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.